Hey, welcome to 80 After Dark, everybody. The only channel on YouTube that is trying to find the most wholesome clip on the internet. I'm your host, 80 Canadian, and I hope you're doing well. Well, happy Halloween, everybody. It's October 31st, 2025, and to some people, it's also known as Candy Day. To me, it's more Candy Day. I don't really celebrate Halloween. I do enjoy the costumes on the kids and the animals, but that's about the extent of it. Otherwise, I go to bed early. I shut the lights off as soon as the kids are done trick-or-treating, and I go to bed. Now, before we begin, let's give a shout out to the badge members. Now, we got a lot of shout outs today. So the first one's going to Des McBlain, who finally got his fish badge. So congratulations, Des. And hope your kitty's doing okay. And another member got their fish badge as well, which is Joan Gunter. So congratulations, Joan, and thanks for being a member for so long. Man, the way things are going, we're going to have a school of fish here in no time. And our last shout out goes to Christina Engel. Welcome, Christina. She's our newest badge member. She just joined up the other day. I want to say thank you very much, and welcome to the show. And hey, if any of you would like to get in on the shoutouts and all the fun supporting my efforts here or my efforts over on my other channel, then go ahead and check out the link in the description. All the details there. But with all of that out of the way, let's just get into it and see what we got today, guys. We are live. Messing with cats, 10 out of 10. Would do again. Okay. This guy's really getting revenge on the last set of kitties.
No, Draco, no, déjalo. She was laying there. Just laying on top.
Man, I wonder just how patient this woman is to get a picture like that. That likely did not come easy. They all look annoyed and like they're expecting a treat. Well, give it up for some puppies, everybody. It's always a good way to start the show.
Lily, you want to go for a walk?
Do we have the world's laziest dog?
How about a ride?
You want to go for a ride?
Or
Lily,
or
do you want to go for a walk? You want to go for a walk?
Oh no, that's pretty funny. I don't know if she's lazy. She might just be spoiled, but you know, they kind of go hand in hand. Their first time seeing a pumpkin. That would be kind of weird, eh? He's gonna turn around any minute now. I can feel it. That's funny. Well, happy Halloween to all the fishes out there. Oh, this is a great costume. Yep. Uh-huh. If you don't know, those are from Sesame Street, and if you grew up in the 80s, you grew up with them.
A dog in Cochrane is being celebrated nationally for saving his owner from a grizzly bear attack. The 10-year-old Doberman named Knight is inducted into the Purina Animal Hall of Fame after a dramatic encounter in May of last year. 70-year-old Craig Campbell was hiking on the Weedon Trail, 10 kilometers northwest of Cochrane, when he came face-to-face with a grizzly sow and her two cubs. The bear charged, and Campbell struggled to reach his bear spray, but Knight, who was off-leash, leapt in front of him, facing down the animal that stood more than 2 meters tall, standing on its back legs.
And I said to myself, I'm about to die. Knight was crouched below the bear, so then silence ensued. It was a tableau. It was just a scary tableau. The bear Knight in front, and then me pointing my bear spray up at the bear.
Campbell now lives in Prince Edward Island with Knight, and he's grateful for the recognition of his best friend.
Well, that's pretty great, and we got to give a big salute to that puppy. Good job, boy. Your boyfriend brings you home for the first time and doesn't tell you about his pet raccoon. Well, I think the element of surprise only works to his benefit when you have a pet raccoon. I mean, it's a pretty great way to meet women. The only thing that might be better than that is maybe a pet kangaroo. I mean, if you have a little Joey hopping around your apartment, I think the chicks are going to be into it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the cool thing about interviews, too, is I get to figure out if this is a company I want to work for. So, you know, this does go both ways. Just keep that in mind, Phil.
What?
Yeah, I mean, that's the cool thing about interviews, too, is I get to figure out if this is a company I want to work for. So, you know, this does go both ways. Just keep that in mind, Phil.
I'm not really sure if that's a good strategy on getting a job. I wonder if that worked out for him. Y'all telling me Mama Bear can't take her kids out to play, but you can't? Well, this is pretty wholesome right here, guys. A family of bears enjoying the playground. Coming in hot with some pretty wholesome stuff here. This one's gonna be the front runner for now, I think. Obviously, we've just started. But this is a top contender. I don't know about most wholesome on the internet, but this is definitely a good contender for most wholesome of the day. I mean, who doesn't love some bears, right? They really are playful by nature, though. You see a lot of videos of them playing in backyards on playground equipment. And baby bears are very rambunctious. Wow, they really like that twirly slide, eh? Well, that's pretty cool. Like I said, it's pretty good wholesome stuff. Let's see what else we got. I didn't even want to catch the fish anyways. Oh, Gator got your fish. Yeah. As a Canadian, I've never had to deal with gators. I've never even seen a real one with my own eyes, but I can't really say that I'm in a rush to or anything like that. I kind of like fishing on shores where I don't have to worry about giant lizards coming out to steal me or my fish. I can't wait to take her trick-or-treating. Oh, no way, that's really good, actually. Well, that's pretty good. You know, let me know in the comments, you know, do your kids got a cool costume this year? What are they going as?
My daughter did the math and realized that she only needs to get 6 out of 7 stickers a day to still get her prize. This is the one she decided she's going to sacrifice. Every morning she hits me with a good morning, motherfucker. And that's how our day begins.
I mean, if you're still letting F-bombs go and giving out prizes, most kids are going to take that deal all day long. Pumpkin treat for the prawn. Well, that's pretty cool. And that's pretty festive as well, because you know what? Even our fish friends want a treat on Halloween. I mean, who doesn't want a little nibble of something, right? So, I'm going to call this wholesome. I mean, you're feeding your pets, right? Prawns look weird when they're not sitting on a plate. I gotta say. Who would have thought, though, that they would have been eating pumpkin? Either way, pretty cool. Like I said, trick-or-treats all around today. Well, they're worshiping it. That's crazy. Wow. Well, there you go, I guess. You know, there's nothing like a giant effigy of a pigeon.
She pooped.
Yeah, you gotta sing to her. Sing. Oh my god, do that!
Oh my gosh. Older brothers, eh?
No, Jackson, please hold him.
You got on me.
I think you pooped on him.
Run back.
You want him back?
Are you feeding him your chocolate mousse?
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat you.
Well, you know, it's always wholesome when you see siblings of that age getting along. That's pretty great. Oh. Oh. If this was me, I'd have Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins playing. I'd be saying stuff to Goose in my head, or even out loud, depends on who's home. This is pretty great. This is pretty wholesome. This is my pick of the day right here. Man, that might be one of the more wholesome clips on the internet according to me, but that's just me. That was funny. And mildly entertaining. Well, you never know what you're going to see on this show, and that's just an example of that, so. He broke 2 bats with an ankle lock. You're right. Holy shit. So imagine that's your femur. Holy shit. That's insane, man. Wow. Crazy. Oh, he's a rat. It's so weird. And then there's this guy. Catch a pin, buddy. Doesn't know what to think. It's pretty wholesome there too, guys. Kind of snuck in on the compilation. Well, it's a double dose of some puppies on a Halloween for you.
Here's the story of how I started making viral Halloween costumes that take dozens of hours to make. I've been everything from a boat to a cracked concrete pillar to even a hockey skate that actually skates. It all started because I'm a lifelong artist and I love painting. I worked for a radio station and we had some success selling a painting of mine to raise money for charity. So I thought, let's make art for Halloween. I recreated this bridge in my hometown and it went locally viral and the mayor even shared it. This fueled me to create crazier costumes. The next year I recreated the Stantec Tower in my hometown Stantec even accepted it as their official mascot, but I didn't want to just keep making Edmonton costumes. So in COVID, I dressed up as Lysol wipes. In 2021, I dressed up as the ship that got stuck in the Suez Canal, and that costume really blew up. It made the Reddit recap seen by millions. I was so excited. But the next year, I returned to Edmonton costumes because there was this crazy story of these concrete pillars that cracked months after being made, and the city spent millions on them. Honestly, I only thought Edmontonians would like this costume, but it ended up making the front page of Reddit. I guess every city can relate to bungled infrastructure problems. After that, I dressed up as a fridge and a magpie that got invited to City Hall to ring in the magpie as Edmonton's official bird. I got married this year and didn't have time to make a costume, but if there's one hope I have, it's that I got lots of new followers to share my craziest costumes with me in the future.
Well, that's pretty great. And she's a local person because Edmonton is my hometown. We went to a Canadian-themed restaurant in France. How is this Canadian-themed? So they just threw axes at the walls and served you a poutine and called it Canadian? Interesting. Well, if it was really Canadian, you'd probably have a bunch of foreign workers working there. Huh. That is very clever. And you know that it's a lot harder than this guy's making it look. You just know that. This isn't his first rodeo. He's probably done this. He's probably prepped thousands of these things. He's got it down to an art. Either way, that's neat, and I'd probably give it a try sometime.
Oh my gosh. Oh no.
Come on out. Be quiet. Be quiet.
Who are you talking to?
That's pretty great. And my treat to you this Halloween is a triple dose of some puppies. What is happening? Oh shit, he's got his window open. Yeah, seriously, this is wild, man. Well, you don't see that every day, I gotta say. I'm just glad they got that on video. What a wild video. That, I don't know if it was wholesome, but it was a good one. Oh, here we go. Even this guy's all ready to go do some trick-or-treating. I definitely approve. That is pretty sweet. Well, soldier on, buddy. Makes me want to get a turtle now. Just so I can do that. But I'd make it permanent, though. I want my people to think that mine's a Pokemon or something like that.
You guys want to see some cool color theory?
God, color theory is so weird.
It's so cool.
Yeah, it really is. It's so trippy. It's kind of along the lines of that golden blue dress.
Yeah, okay. Like I don't know a curse when I see one.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, okay. Like
There's no way.
There's
no way. Porcelain dolls are creepy. My mother and my grandmother used to collect them, and I'm sorry, they are cold and creepy. Cheese.
Take it now, okay? Put it over here.
Aww. Oh.
Okay. Just love cheese.
Okay, I think cheese. Yeah. I think that's the most wholesome clip of the day right there. That's a pretty good contender.
Going to a Halloween party, dressing as the partially eaten gingerbread man. After that,
nice.
the leg lamp from A Christmas Story, a pink flamingo. It's sort of like a crutch handstand, and I was like, I should wear this to the zoo. Real flamingos did not care at all. However, that child, Tigger from Winnie the Pooh, all the kids at the trampoline park were like, I don't understand, like where... Groot from the Guardians 1 credit sequence, the Pixar lamp. This is 2021, wait for it, what? A microscope. Mjolnir, Thor's hammer. A year and a half ago, another costume that confused many children. Last Halloween, I dressed as a wacky inflatable tube man. At the holidays, I've worn this. When people walk by, I'll be like, Merry Christmas. Saw me and they're like, whoa, can we interview you for the local news? And I was like, sure, but I can't really take this costume off. And they were like, no problem, we will just interview you through the branches.
That's pretty good.
Lumiere from Beauty and the Beast, a Dairy Queen Blizzard, Genie from Aladdin, the foosball player. I dressed as an IHOP sign. Do you want to see my new costume for this year? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna be this year.
Oh, that's pretty funny. Well, that's pretty great, you know what I mean? If you got a sense of humor about that kind of stuff, that's
Fat
good
squirrel
stuff.
in Texas just beat out 15 other chubby competitors to be crowned the fattest in the state. His name is Chunkosaurus Rex from Dinosaur Valley State Park, and with his impressive girth, he waddled his way to the title, narrowly defeating the well-nourished Chunk Norris of Fort Richardson State Park. This was Texas's first ever Fat Squirrel Week, inspired by Alaska's beloved Fat Bear Week, which wrapped up last month. 16 rotund squirrels from Texas state parks competed in a bracket-style showdown, with fans voting for their favorites by liking and commenting on their photos on social media. The squirrels did not agree to actually be weighed, so voters were asked to judge each contender based on perceived heftiness, silliness, and overall charm. Other notable contenders included the portly Nutella from Lake Mineral Wells State Park, Nutty Crockett from Palo Pinto Mountain State Park, and Stanley, aka the Texas Tank from Cleburne State Park, a local legend with a barrel belly. And while the contest was lighthearted, that extra fluff serves a real purpose, as those fat reserves help them survive the winter months. So if you see a squirrel that looks like it's been hitting the buffet a little too hard, they're actually in peak physical condition and deserve nothing but praise. Texas Parks and Wildlife says Fat Squirrel Week is here to stay, and they're already looking forward to next year's Chubby Showdown. I'm Jen, and I post something positive every day.
Well, that's pretty great too, and that's also pretty wholesome, but Jen always brings the wholesome.
I think I speak for all millennials when I say, like, we have no idea how old we are anymore. You know, we really are walking around with imposter syndrome about adulthood. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm 22, and other times I throw my back out unloading the dishwasher. You know, we're right in that weird middle ground where we might have careers or a mortgage or kids, but we're still half expecting the adult to walk in and be like, you are in no way qualified for any of this. And it's so strange because I feel like growing up, everybody in their 30s had it all figured out. But then I got here and I'm like still consistently forgetting to take the chicken out of the freezer for dinner every night, you know? I am trying to check the boxes for adulthood, but I still feel like I'm waiting for the adult version of myself to show up. And I don't know, maybe it's part of the millennial experience. Like, yeah, we're old enough to remember life without smartphones, but we're still young enough to panic about picking health insurance policies because none of us understand it. So yeah, I don't know how old I am or how old I'm supposed to feel because technically, yeah, I'm an adult, but mentally I still feel like it's 2009 half the time.
Yeah, it's an existential crisis that I think a lot of us are going through at this age, and you know, it is what it is. When when you're on duty, but it's October. Is this guy watching the World Series? Wow. Well, if he's the police, who will police the police? I mean, I suppose. That one actually looked kind of fun. Let me know in the comments, did any of those appeal to you? And would you use those while you were
I just
pooping?
moved to Calgary, and what the hell is with these jacked up bunny rabbits? Always like 10 of them all together. They look like they could kick your ass if they really wanted to, and I swear one of them could have swallowed my dog whole. No, thank you. That is a no from me. I'll take the bunnies from BC.
You know, ironically, those jacked up rabbits are actually called jack rabbits. That's, believe it or not.
Alright, I had a friend send me a video of someone gargling water and it made their turkey gobble. So we're gonna see if Gus Gus will gobble when I gargle water. Here we go. You ready, Gus Gus?
Well, who knew? She's cracked it. You ever wanted to know how to speak turkey? Well, there you go. So if you know one, go out and get your gobble on. See what he says.
Eating food off Facebook Marketplace until I get food poisoning. Today I got 2 Tres Leches cakes, Fruity Pebbles, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. The lady said she's only been doing this since May, which makes me a little concerned. But they look pretty good.
I don't know, those look like they were made with love.
Mmm. Creamy. This is good.
I bet. Selling cake on Facebook Marketplace.
It's like a whole inch of cream.
Oh, I bet you that's good.
This one's cake is actually cinnamon flavored.
Man, ask anyone. I love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Even as an adult.
Hey guys, I have to call this quits.
You ate a cake and a half.
I really underestimated the density of this cake. I gave it all I could, bro. I gave it all I could.
Props,
That's all
brother.
I gotta say. A couple hours later, some of my friends tried it. They really liked it. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this off.
So, obviously he didn't get food poisoning. He probably just got a really sore belly. Possibly the shits. It's hard to say. I mean, 2 cakes in one sitting. I've never done that. I don't recommend that, but I salute that. Because even the squirrels deserve a little Halloween treat. Of course they do. Could you imagine just sitting there and watching a squirrel run by holding a little bucket of treats, like a little jack-o'-lantern thing? That would blow your mind. But you know what? In a good way, and we need more of that kind of stuff.
A really bad habit, but every morning when I'd come down to milk the cows, I'd bring like a granola bar or something for me to eat. And I started sharing with Bruno in the morning. So now every morning he comes up here thinking he's gonna get a granola bar. Hold on.
Look at him.
Hold on. He knows.
Yeah, he's like,
Tired.
remember
Can you take the whole thing? Okay.
how we both like granola bars? Remember? He's pretty cute.
That's all. That's all I've got.
Well, that's pretty wholesome as well. Man, that might, well, I don't know. It's hard to say. It always is. My cat smelt my dog's breath and did this. I think that's the most human reaction I've ever seen. That's pretty funny too, you know, that's a good one right there.
So it's mid-September, which means it's basically Halloween, and I waited as long as I could possibly wait to start putting back out my giant handmade candy Halloween decor. I have never been a fan of horror or scary things. I have too vivid dreams for that. So last year I decided to decorate with giant candy. And
Why not?
It was probably one of the funnest things I've ever done, creating all these pieces. The Fun Dip, Nerds Clusters, and probably the Suckers. Okay, they're all my favorites. I love them all. And I decided I'm just gonna make it even bigger and better this year. Did promise the Reese's to my friend, so I'm gonna send this to her, but for the sake of the video, we're gonna include it in this one shot. I freehanded and hand painted each and every one of these pieces. And come Halloween, I decided to have my Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory moment and set up a big photo op for the kids in my neighborhood. And it was a huge hit, but I think I had more fun than anybody. There's a couple things I want to do right off the bat, which is change out this wreath for something other than a peach ring, and I want to either redo this or make the colors more vibrant because it's been sitting here all year. But let me know which candy I should add first. Thanks!
Well, that's pretty great. Not everybody likes ghouls and ghosts, and like I said, it's candy day to some, right?
Yeah.
What?
Trick or treat. They're hot. They're crab legs. You want some melted? You want some melted butter too?
What? That kid did not appreciate his crab leg at all.
Take some melted butter too.
Yeah. Oh man, that's worse than the eggs. Look at this. Thing nightmares are made out of. Creepy. Yeah, that's wild. That would make a wild urn, eh? Like, or a sugar bowl. No one does Halloween quite like my hometown. Oh, you got the gang? The gang's all there. Scooby-Doo. And he's got a mystery machine. That's pretty cool. You know, if you're gonna go in a theme, that's pretty appropriate. I mean, why not? If you just got a mystery machine kicking around. Street art you can appreciate. Wow. Oh, cool. That was actually really neat, man.
So cool.
Yeah, very cool. We should have more of that kind of stuff. Just around town and all towns, you know what I mean? It's whimsy like that that kind of brightens up your day, in my opinion.
Just in case anybody wanted to know what tin husky puppies sound like when they've had a bath, let me show you.
Follow for more.
Well, there you go, guys. Another Halloween treat for you because, after all, it is Halloween. But that's what I got for you today, guys. I hope you had a lot of fun hanging out with me. I hope you have a really safe, fun night trick-or-treating tonight. If you got kids and you're taking them out, like I said, be safe, have fun. If you're just standing in, maybe watching some movies, stuff like that, that's always cool too. Drink responsibly, sleep responsibly, whatever it is. Just have a good time tonight. But I'll see you again in the next one. But until then, 80 Canadian, signing off.